Hello, my name is Krista Mahon. I'm an independent designer with Chalk Couture, Cincinnati, Ohio, team leader of Krista's chalking crew. So today we're going to do Hugs and Kisses. It's a B-size transfer and you cut out the little accents as well. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We have our packaging marked. And the reason why we mark our packaging is so when they're dry and everything is good to go, we put it back into the packaging. Keeps everything nice and neat and all together. I've already cut all this one up. So we have our lips, so the front and back are marked. We have our hearts, front and back are marked. And then our XOXO. And then our hugs and kisses. So we're gonna go ahead and use the found surface here. So we're gonna put this on and then we'll put these accents around it. We're gonna use our fuzzing towel here. Our fuzzing towel is a microfiber towel, has two sides, just kind of a scrubbing side and then a microfiber side. So you just want to peel off the transfer and you're going to set this aside. Once it's dry, you'll put it back on there. And the reason we fuzz is to pick up a little bit of lint so it's not so sticky that it gets stuck to our surface. I'm going to fuzz this one a few times because it is really sticky. Few times should be good, especially this is a newer one. We'll set our fuzzing cloth aside. I'm going to get this lined up on our working mat here with those lines. I'm going to put this in the middle and then we'll put the items around it. Looks good to me. We're going to smooth out the transfer and get all of the bubbles out. Pretty good. And then we're going to stir up our chalk paste. The chalk paste I'm going to use is bright white, shimmer crimson, and coral. I'm going to stir them all up at the same time so we can do this project and not have to stir in between. The bright white, I love this one. We're using our stir stick, which is plastic. The stir stick and the squeegees, all the tools, go into a bath of water next to me. You want your paste consistency to be like yogurt. I usually open them off screen because sometimes they drop little chalk goobers on your project, so I usually open off screen. Shimmers are a little bit of a different texture, a little bit thicker, but I love the shimmers. Okay, if they're a little dry, you can add some water. Highly recommended distilled or filtered water. Tap water, not everyone's tap water is the same. Just better, excuse me, if you use filtered water or distilled. Coral's getting a little bit low on us. Alrighty. So we're going to grab a few squeegees. And the first one we're going to get prepared is white. I always take the stir stick and get the paste off the stir stick. And I just set my squeegee in my lid. Make sure I don't have anything on my hands. I always keep a little towel next to me because I seem to always get stuff on my hands. Alrighty, here we go. I'm gonna do hugs and coral. Just dip the squeegee in and you smooth it on. You can put it on a little bit thicker and then hold your squeegee more upright, and then that gets the excess off. Dip your squeegee again. Doesn't take much. You want to be able to actually see what you're chalking. So I always recommend to put it on a little bit thicker and then can get the excess off. If you have lines, just ease up the pressure a little bit and you can get your lines out. Okay, and then we're going to do the and sign in bright white. And then we're going to peel and reveal, which means that we don't want the next layer to, or the next portion to get done until this dries out a tad bit. If we're moving slow, it's always best to peel and reveal. I use it a lot. I think it's a lot easier for more crisp chalks. So what we're going to do is we're going to peel up what we've done so far. And then we're going to blow dry a little bit before we start the next section. Okay. And when you blow dry, you don't want the blow dryer to be pointed away from your transfer, because if you point it at the transfer, it can cause the transfer to melt a little bit or stretch out. So just point it away from the transfer when you do this. And then we put this back down. We're not going to push that. We're just going to push down what we have to chalk still. Okay, we're just going to not push that area down that we've already chalked. And you can use this method on bigger transfers, littler transfers. It doesn't really matter. I just think it does better because you don't want that to dry on you before you get this done. Okay, so we're going to use Shimmer Crimson on Kisses. And the shimmers have, like I said, a little bit of a different texture. It's not gritty by no means, and it's not like big things of glitter, but it definitely has a little bit more of a grit in it. I love how it looks. I love just a little bit of shimmer. You can probably hear it a little bit on squeegees on a tad bit differently. We're going to do our little lines on the side white. So I want to make sure I'm careful when I get close to those. Okay, I think we're good. Now I'll get our bright white. And we'll do our little lines. I see a little bit bubble right there. Over to this side. See a little spot we missed here. Try not to get in the shimmer. All right, so we will peel it. And when we wash it, we put it in the water sticky side down. Once it's wet, it does not, it's not sticky anymore. So once we get the excess paste off, then we will dry it sticky side up. And once it's dry, we put it right back on the backer and it's good to go. So highly recommended, don't leave them in the water too long. So that's what I wash right away. And I use a board eraser in the water, which comes in a pack of 2. And then also I can show you what else I use for the shimmers. It does really amazing, which is like this little pedicure scrubby thing. So I'll show you that here in a minute. I just wipe it off with the board eraser as well once I'm done taking the paste off. And you always want to dry sticky side up. So that's another reason why we mark with the Sharpie on the front and the back. So if that Sharpie, when you're drying, is facing you, it needs to get turned around, okay? So let me move this real quick and I'll show you what I use to scrub, because I don't want to drop water. So I use one of these in my water bath as well, and it really helps. So just a little tip and trick. Let me just get this water off here before we put our project back down. And we will blow dry to make sure that this is dry before we put our little accents on. So I'm going to use a detail tool, which has a little squeegee and a nice little pointed edge here. I see a little bit of a boo-boo here, so what I'm going to do is just kind of scrape it off. And then I have one right here, so I'm going to just clean that up a little bit as well. And then I see one right here. I love this little tool. Got a little bit of chalk paste in that, a little white. I got a dribble on there, so I'm just going to take my little detail tool on that as well. My white kind of got on there a little bit. So just wipe that off in the water as well. Okay. We're gonna put the lips on here and probably both size hearts. I think I'm gonna leave the XOXO off. The cool part about it is you don't have to use all the pieces and parts. You can combine as well. So I'm just going to use my fuzzing towel here and peel these off. I can fit these all on one here. Just gonna fuzz them up. Use the lips first, so I'll move this back down, line it up. Okay, so I'm gonna do the lips on both sides here. I'm just gonna push it down. I'm gonna use crimson red up here. And you can reuse the transfer. Again, it doesn't hurt anything as long as you do it quickly. So we're gonna do one there and peel it. And then we'll do one right here. Get it lined up on my straight here, and hopefully I can guesstimate here where I'm gonna put it. And then I use the flat side of the squeegee to turn it, and then I push it back down, make sure the bubbles are out, and then I just chalk it again. Okay, this goes in the water bath, and we'll just wipe it off. Sticky side to dry, sticky side up. Okay, and then we're going to use our little hearts. So let's see here. Probably put the big one. Push it down. Get a little mini squeegee here. That's cute. Gonna put one over here. Use the back edge or back side of the squeegee. Okay, we'll wash this guy. I love these little accents because they can be put wherever you want them placed. Just little fun hearts. All right, sticky side up to dry. Do this little guy, little heart here that we already fuzzed. Let's put him in the corners here. We'll use coral again. Put this one this way. Back edge. I think that looks good, guys. I love it. I love it. Wash this one. Maybe we should put XO on this side. I think I like it like that. I'm gonna leave the XO off. Save that for another project one day. All right, guys. So that is coral, shimmer crimson, and our bright white. All the tools and squeegees go in our bath of water with our stir sticks. When I'm done for the evening or the day, I will take my misting bottle and I'll spray a little bit of water in each paste to keep it nice and ready to go for the next usage, okay? So I love my misting bottle. It's a great little accessory tool to have. And that is Hugs and Kisses, guys. I love it. Thank you for joining me and have a great day. Bye-bye.